Hello, beautiful creatures. I am back to do another Sisterhood of the Rose reading. If you're not quite familiar with what that is, I've given you a description of it in the very first video. It's about 12 minutes, just talking about its connection with 144,000 and how it is presented to me within how I understand it between me and my guide. So I've already done the prayer. This is like of the essence, time is of the essence kind of a reading. So I just get pulled. I don't know what this is going to do or be about or what specifically needs to be said. I just know that I need to do this. And when you see it is when you are meant to see it. So please do not feel as though this is time limited. It's just that there are individuals within this particular group of the collective that need this message now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yep. You're telling me to spread. I do it differently. It's different. Let's see here. Two. Feeling 3. I'm kind of... Sorry, I just had to redo it. I'm like, okay. I just do what I'm guided to do. I am just a messenger. Do not make fun of the way that I do things, please. Not that you would. I don't know why my human wants to do that. All right. Let's get here. We've got... the fuck? Okay. 10 of Cups. 2 of Swords? What are you weighing? And Strength. So you are... Okay, got it. So you are in a place where there are individuals experiencing a very good emotionally fulfilling situation, right? You're him and Han and weighing the pros and cons of this. It doesn't feel like a crossroads. It almost feels like that deep breath before you go, I'm going to do this. And you just full outright shh. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Read my mind. I know you know what I mean, okay? So this is more like you're feeling the heavy weight that comes from this, because what gives you this will require this. You will need strength. And it's almost as if, so the reason why is because we're talking about stepping into something that I think you have either previously thought or maybe other people try to make you think is a pie in the sky fantasy fairy tale situation, or you may have, again, this may have been you, and you don't know what you do and don't. Like, you are concerned that what you are seeing is nothing more than illusion, that what you are feeling is nothing more than illusion. But the situation, and it feels as if you're on the precipice of this. It's really about being, this has something to do with being authentically you, something that you fully believe in. It's your truth, but it kind of looks this way, like a unicorn, to both you and the outside world. And so it takes strength to step forward into it. People who may have known the old you might say, oh, they're gonna, like, you're, like, there's this crucifixion wanting to occur because, you know, with them, but you don't need to be concerned about them. And what you're worried about outside of yourself is what you're worried about within. So within, so as within, so without. And so it's one of those things where you're worried this is, and it's just going to take some strength, really. To nurture this. And so you're kind of at a precipice. I want to know. All right, let's get to, we are going to find out. I'm sorry. I got to know. What is, nope, don't want that. Sorry, I'm digging for my cards. My particular cards. Nope. All right, we're going to do this deck. Oh, I'm knocking everything over. I want to know what the 10 Cups is. What are you looking at? So these are our fellow feminine energies that are really a part of helping to bring back the individuals that we hid. It's similar to during that time of persecution, for holding on to your abilities, because we all have the abilities and capabilities beyond imagination of what we can do, even down to healing completely your own body. And as we begin to reawaken to those abilities, we are helping others to reawaken to those abilities and capabilities as well. And there's this forefront of feminine energies. They were the ones that hid those with still using their abilities, the feminines, the actual women. They're those who did that, who they were hidden. They were hidden. Their families were hidden, so they were being killed. Families were being hunted down. Little children were being tortured. And so there was a lot, and it got to the point of learning to suppress those, and like lifetime after lifetime, literally hiding and saying, we will be back for you. There will be a time when it will be safe. And now is the time. And I know that in this uncertain world, it doesn't necessarily feel safe, but now is the time. And it is the first wave of individuals to wake up, the first wave of feminine energies to wake up, are here now to pull the other feminine energies back into their abilities. And in doing so, there's a lot of healing that has to occur in order to allow those to come through. And then that will trigger the healing of the masculine. So let's see here. I don't know why, I guess I had to give a quick rundown, but there's this first wave is looking at, these are individuals who have already, I call it the soul death, went through the, like shit ton of shadow work and healing, and is really sitting at the beginning of what it is they are meant to do, of who they are. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Yeah, no, we're going to get a second one for the 10 of Cups. Sorry. I'm going to quit talking so I can get this. Please explain. Tell us about the 10 of Cups. Uh-huh. No. Why? Give me another card. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we've got King of Air. This is, okay, I'll read it for you. Speak your mind with confidence. I'll get some light down here so you can see the card better. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice or balance mental and emotional considerations. This is speaking your mind. This is having a good grasp, understanding of what your truth is, and knowing that others can benefit from this truth, and just being at that place where you're finally, it's the witch wound. You're going to feel crazy. You have to speak your mind. It's time to just to say the things that you know are true. They're not pie in the sky unicorns, okay? Well, they are, but they're real and valid. Okay. See this beautiful creature that the King of Air, which is the King of Swords in a regular tarot deck, is riding? This is your truth. Look at how many others will follow after you who have thought that what they thought, what they believed, what they saw, what they felt, what they knew was crazy, not real, an illusion, not to be spoken about. You're leading the way. Look at all of these fairy tale fantasy. You're not alone. You're here to lead. And the Ten of Cups is how good you feel when you're in that moment of expression. How good it feels and emotionally fulfilling it is to be really just who you are. Regardless. I mean, consequences be damned. Right? Seven of Fire, which is like the Seven of Wands. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely, though. Yeah, it takes some. There are going to be people who will see what you have to say as nothing more than a fairy tale. Okay? But you need to defend your beliefs, stand your ground, and know that just choose your battles wisely. Not every naysayer is worth engaging. You're here to lead those who are ready to be led. Not to... This isn't something where you can't force somebody to see the truth. Okay? And no one's expecting you to. Don't worry about those that don't want to see. And have strength. I mean, you know that's going to take strength. And it is. But all the life experiences that you've had up to this point have really built you to this. Because there's no way you cannot speak your fucking truth. Like, after everything that you've been through and everything that you fucking know as a result of all the healing that you've done, how could you not say something when you see someone going through exactly the same thing you did? And even just knowing there are others out there. How this first wave, it was hard. It was hard. We felt alone. I mean, even in a vast spiritual community where people are talking, you could just feel the emptiness in some of the words that some of these individuals were saying, as if almost they were saying, that's all they were doing. They were saying the words. They hadn't been through it themselves. We need someone, these individuals that are waking up. When I say waking up, they're waking up to their fucking truth. Not what's been programmed into them, not what society says they need to, not what their parents, not what their traumas have told them or scared them into believing. They need somebody who has been there and healed it and walked the fucking path. Some of us were lucky enough to have at least one individual in our life where that occurred. There's so many that don't. And it is time for you to step out and not just be vulnerable in your day-to-day actions on a small scale, but fucking be seen, period. Allow people to see the shitty shit. When the naysayers say something about who you used to be, like, fucking yeah, right. You want to know why? Because A, B, and C. And I was taught this, this, and this. And then I believed this, and I endured this. And I didn't realize Source was inside of me, that I thought I was doing this alone. And let me tell you how I fucking came out of that, too. That's what you're meant here. You're meant to do. That doesn't mean, believe you me, like, we have to have boundaries. You have to protect your energy. But it's just same with love. If you hold that in and you don't give it, that stagnation will fester. You have wisdom and you have knowledge. And it's the kind where when you say certain words, it's like you're able to put words to other people's energies that they're feeling, and they don't even know what they're feeling. And sometimes they need to borrow your words until they come up with their own. You know, when you say something and it lights them up and they understand and they're like, yes. And then, you know, that conversation where they can engage with you and there's not the stop sign and you just keep going. And they're able to really get their voice back, and they begin to take the lead. You're an example of what it's like to come through the other side, but you're the example. You're the one that gets to walk with them. Okay. You know what? We're going to go for some advice really quick. Just on the strength, because it is going to take strength. And like I said, the Two of Swords feels more like a pause. It's not a crossroads. You're not concerned. You're not like, I don't know what to do kind of thing. This is just a pause. Oh shit. Okay, I'm about to do this. And it's like ripping a fucking Band-Aid off. That's exactly what you need to do. Please do not. Source knows you want to do this. Source knows that you're ready. The enormity of what you feel is also going to be your blessing. All right. Okay. So we're going to clarify really quick the strength card. Just what is it that will give us the strength? How can we be strong? What can we do now as we step out? Yeah, bitch. You're a motherfucking Queen of Wands. Okay? You have passion. You have a fire in your belly, is what I just heard. This is a gorgeous card, and I really wish that I could get it where it, like, focused. Good camera. I'm sorry, guys, for those who didn't. Okay, thank you. Look at this shit. I mean, seriously, camera. Now I'm just going to be mad at the camera. You know what? Allow Kundalini to flow through you freely. That will build the energy within you. There are panthers within this. The strength that you have is just, it's innate, is what they said. It is beautiful. It is graceful. It is just, it's as if so you have all the women that have come before you, all the experiences of all the other lifetimes. They stand behind you as you do this. And it's as if you can feel that, like somehow the burn inside of you is not your own, but it is. You are stepping into something for just ages, so many before you wanted to do. It hurt. That stagnation that I was talking about, you know, like when you have so much love to give and you don't give it and you just keep it within, kind of that Four of Cups energy, when you just, or a Four of Pentacles, I'm sorry, Four of Pentacles energy, where you're stingy and you just hold it in. It not allowing love to flow freely can fester and create wounds itself. It can create chaos. It can create confusion. It just stagnates everything and muddies everything up. There's no clarity. You really need to allow fluidity. You need to allow the flow in your life. And that's really what this is all about, is just continuing to allow that free flow. All these are holding serpents. The snake, which is the symbol for your kundalini, for the life force that runs within you, for Shakti. And so remember that you have the grace to handle this. The ancestors to back you up. And the fire within. There's something about the fire within. Let's find out. Please explain. Help me to understand. Help us to understand. How can we be strong? Okay. So, Six of Pentacles, because you're not alone. I'm feeling with this that you're going to have individuals brought into your life to help and assist you. First and foremost, as above, so below. So you have the help and assistance above. You will have the perception of foresight to deal with things because it's already occurred in the ethers. And so they know exactly what to send to you and give you, and whether it's information, individuals, downloads, or just the energy that you need, you're going to receive the assistance. You will be able to feel it within your world. They will bring individuals to you to help you with a lot of this stuff. You're going to have to pull in the right individuals. Have faith in that. Okay? And then the Ace of Pentacles really is a reminder that they're going to give you the platform to do this as well. They will help. These individuals will bring in the opportunity. You just need to start speaking it. You need to allow that fire, that passion, that charisma, to flow. That charisma is going to help out a fucking lot, a shit ton, because people are really going to be able to be drawn to you. That's how the help and assistance comes. You have to be in your Queen of Wands energy in order for this to come in. That's how you utilize the strength, that burn within. That's how you're going to be strong, because you will have what you need pulled in, and from that, a platform, an opportunity to be able to express in the right context and capacity to help the individuals you're meant to help. You're meant to guide. You're meant to be the example for. So this could be anything from being a mental health practitioner to a life coach, to being in the spotlight and having people watch you. Like, they're going to pull in the right individuals. So you just have to start speaking. This is the thing. Where you're meant to be can't find you until you let your light shine. Okay? Step fully into it so that it can come to you now. The opportunity, the individuals, the resources and tools are right there. They're looking for you. They can feel your frequency just as much as you can feel it. But you need to really allow it to come to you. You need to speak it. You need to say it. You need to share it. You need to be it. Show it. And then that way it can come to you. So understand this is like the perfect platform for you to find the others that need to step into their abilities as well. Mind you, a lot of it is non-traditional. Some people won't see, but you're going to find the right platform is what they keep saying. You're going to find it's an opportunity that gives you the platform to be your authentic self. So even if it is, I call it my crazy talk, talking your crazy talk or being your crazy self within a very traditional setting, such as a hospital, such as traditional mental health, sector, there's going to be this right fit that allows you to be completely you and integrate this. I mean, here's the thing. We kind of have to use what we've got within this. We're going to create our own platforms, yes, but we also have to utilize our existing, what currently exists within this world to be able to reach some of these individuals, okay? And I know that sometimes I get a bit of I come from a background of social work. I have my master's in that, and I stopped doing that. I was tired of having so many things I couldn't do. And rightfully so. Intellectually, logically, it seems like the right thing to do. Like, this shouldn't happen. You shouldn't do this. But there's just some places you couldn't go. Like, the profession itself is being so controlled now that you can't really reach the people in the capacity that you need to reach them. Because you only have this much time. You have to write this much paperwork. It has to fit within these types of avenues that you can help. And it's like there's so much red tape that it got to the point where it's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And you can do therapy, and it's like I just saw so many people go through so much therapy and never get to the core of anything. It was this fucking Band-Aid. Not to say that it never works, but there's so many that need to be reached that it's just like with school. You teach the test. It's like understanding that people learn in different ways. Understand that there's how our mental health approaches are right now are incomplete. It's not reaching everybody, and we need to really, there just needs to be more. And so to have a area where I could use all the experience that I have in the past, if there were ever a social work opportunity where it allowed me to talk to people about energy, I think I might. It's a possibility I would go there. A traditional setting, because there's just so many ways we really need to expand. And so there's a part of me that wanted to be like, I'll never do it again, never, ever, ever, ever. But also, that what they're saying is that will elongate the process. There's meant to be a multi-layered approach. Some individuals will be front and center shouting advocacy, like this is how, talking publicly and really being out in the front. And then there's also in any war, and that's what this is. This is a war like no other. This is a war of love. Okay? And this is something for us to, to allow individuals to step into their authenticity. You have to, if you use traditional war tactics, you have to infiltrate a lot of times. Force is not the thing, complete separation is the problem that we have. What we need to do is bring these new ideas and this new way of looking at things and new perspectives and integrating it. And so don't dismiss or discredit any opportunities that come up or arise. The platform that you need to be able to be your true authentic self is going to show up. It will. But you have to put yourself out there. It's like, your frequency, your vibration is there. Now it's time to let your light shine. Now it's time to step into that, and to allow that which is meant to come to you, come to you. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stop it there. And if I get pulled again, I will be making another reading. I will be posting a couple other readings here shortly as well that I have done. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend.